Welcome back to my channel. In this series, I will be covering the human endocrine system. This is part 1 of the video. In today's video, I will be covering the following topics: exocrine glands, endocrine glands, hormones, and nervous and chemical coordination. Let us begin with exocrine glands. What is an exocrine gland? It is a gland that has its secretions transported by ducts. An example: salivary glands secrete saliva carried to the mouth by salivary ducts. Another example would be sweat glands. Sweat glands produce sweat and are carried to the surface of skin by sweat ducts. Next, we move on to endocrine glands. What is an endocrine gland? It is a gland that pours its secretions, which are hormones, directly into the bloodstream. The secretions are not carried by ducts. Endocrine glands are responsible for coordination and homeostasis. An example is the pituitary gland or hypophysis, which is located in the base of the brain. The growth hormone brings about growth of muscles and long bones throughout the day. Another example is the thyroid gland, which is located in the neck region. It secretes thyroxine into the blood. The last example is adrenal glands, which are located above the kidney. It secretes adrenaline into the blood. Here are some important endocrine glands and their functions. I will be going through these individually in future videos. First one is the hypothalamus, which secretes the hormone ADH. ADH stands for antidiuretic hormone. The pituitary gland secretes more than one hormone: TSH, which is thyroid stimulating hormone; FSH, which is follicle stimulating hormone; LH, which is luteinizing hormone; prolactin; and GH, which is growth hormone. The next gland is the thyroid gland, which secretes the hormone thyroxine. The adrenal glands secrete adrenaline and aldosterone. The pancreas, or islets of Langerhans, secretes insulin and glucagon. The ovaries secrete estrogen and progesterone. And lastly, the testes secrete testosterone. Next, we move on to hormones. What are hormones? Hormones are chemical messengers which are protein in nature that are secreted by endocrine glands. The properties of hormones are that they do not act independently, but form part of an integrated system, bringing about coordination and homeostasis through specific effects on organs. It controls a wide variety of functions, such as growth and reproduction. Hormones are secreted in small amounts directly into the blood. They are then transported to the organs they stimulate, which are called target organs. The last thing I want to focus on in today's video is nervous and chemical coordination. What is coordination? Coordination is the linking of various systems and activities within the body. The endocrine system brings about chemical coordination by hormones. Two systems carry out their own functions. They influence each other and work together in bringing about coordination of the body as a whole. Here's a table that compares the nervous coordination to chemical coordination. We see in nervous coordination that the message is carried as a nerve impulse, whereas in chemical coordination, the message is carried chemically by a hormone. In nervous coordination, the nerve impulse travels very fast, while as in chemical coordination, the impulse travels very slowly. Messages are carried along nerves in nervous coordination, whereas messages are carried by blood in chemical coordination. The message acts for a very short time with nervous coordination, compared to chemical coordination, where the message acts for a long time. In nervous coordination, it targets a specific area, whereas in chemical coordination, it acts over a wide area. The last comparison states that the nervous coordination causes an immediate reaction, compared to the chemical coordination, where results are delayed or prolonged. That is the end of today's video. Thank you for watching, and please email me if you have any queries, questions, or any recommendations on what you would like me to cover. This series will follow with the other endocrine glands specifically. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more.